Hi guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this session, we'll be talking about the interview question and answer for TestNg. Okay, this is the continuation of the first part. So we are into the second part itself. So, so let's quickly start it. So if the interview asks you how you can run your test classes from TestNg XML file, so you can tell him that this is the XML file, right? So in the XML file, there is a tag called classes. Inside classes, you can mention multiple test class name using that another tag called class. Okay, you need to mention the name of the class. Okay, here what I had mentioned like classes. Okay, inside classes, you can mention n number of that is multiple class name. Okay, what you want to run. Okay, as part of this test and suite. Okay, and next question is how we can run our test packages from TestNg XML file. So basically, like what we did for classes, the same thing we can do it for packages as well. So instead of classes, we have to mention here the packages, and inside the packages, you can again use another tag called package. You can mention multiple test packages name here which you want to run. Okay. Next question is how to create and run groups of group using TestNg XML file. Means suppose you have multiple test groups, right? So what you want to do, you need you want to combine multiple test group and form a single group, and you want to run the single group. Okay, so basically it's a two-way or two-step process. One is you have to create test classes with multiple test groups. Okay, and you have to configure XML file, and there you have to define a single group which includes all the groups and run that. So test class example means here we are creating multiple test groups. Okay, one is smoke suite, another one is functional suite, like this. Okay, and then again we are defining our new group, okay, which include all the test groups. Here, if you can see here, I'm using groups tag, and inside that I'm using define name equal to this one, okay, which includes these two test groups. Okay, now I'm running only this one, which will be eventually running these two groups. Okay, that's how we can achieve groups of group. Now how if you, let's say, if you want to include a test method, okay, then how can we achieve that? Okay, so basically you can use a tag called include here, and the name of the test method what you want to include, and mention the class name as well. Okay, how can you exclude? Suppose you don't want a single test method to be executed as part of a TestNg XML file, or as part of your execution, you can mention exclude tag and name the method as well. So what will happen? This test method will not be executed as part of the execution. Okay. Now we had seen the test methods, right? Now how we can include that? The same thing, you have to use groups tag, then again run, then you have to include it and name of the group. Okay. This is the part where the classes are there, right? Test class is there, groups are there basically. Okay, now how you want to, or how you can exclude your group? So same thing, instead of include you have to use exclude. Okay, now let's say if the interviewer asks you how can you use regex in TestNg XML file to identify a test or a group, no, you can mention that while you are naming it, right? So let's say it was the name of the group was smoke, so you can mention dot again star. Okay, again dot again star. So any keyword, any group having this keyword moke and after something and before something, that will be taken up as a part of execution. Okay, that's how you can use regex, regular expression, in TestNg XML file. Okay, now how you can use dependency on a test method. Okay, so basically there is a annotation called test, right? And there is an attribute called depends on method. So basically this validate user is a test method which is a part of grouped functional suite, and which this test method is depends on another test called login test. So how we do that? We use depends on methods and write the name of the test, which is no the main test which should get executed first, and it should be passed, then only this will be executed. So this test is dependent on this. Okay. How can we use depends on group? Suppose you want to run only a test only if a group gets executed in a successful manner. Okay, so you can use this depends on group instead of previously we had used depends on method. Here you can use depends on groups and mention the name group name here. Okay, so guys, that's all for this section actually. Okay, we'll be coming up with part 3 TestNg Q&A session. Okay, hope you have liked it. If you do like it, please do subscribe, share, and like my channel. And if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, you can put them in the comment box. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.